How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Got my co-host Juno coming over here. That's my Juno. Well, today we're gonna light a fire. Part number two of Mother's Day wood crafting. Here's my girl. Here's my sweetie. Oh, well, be ready to light a fire, Juju? And we're gonna pull some maintenance on our knives too. We just got done using them. No more loud noises though. No more pounding and batoning wood. I know you don't like that part. But we're gonna do a video. That's my girl. That's my sweetie. That's my sweetie. That's right. That's a grandpa girl. All right, let's make our video, huh? Let's make our video. Okay, let's get the fire started first. Let's do the fire first. Starting the fire today, I'm gonna use my Mora gift, the one that was a gift to me from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Let's see if we can get this started. The stuff I thought was gonna light, it's not gonna light, so I'm gonna cheat. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a lighter. Let's see if that gets it going. Just a little quickie fire. This is probably gonna burn out really quick because it's just kindling. I didn't put any round pieces or thick pieces of wood in there. This is just for the video. But anyway, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some maintenance on the blades. Before I put them away. Let me see here. Need a nice microcloth. Let's see if they're still sharp. We'll do the kukri first. That's still sharp. Next up, the SP53. That one looks like it used a little bit of work. This is a super thick blade though, people. It's still pretty sharp. It's still sharp. Probably a little stropping will help it out. The SP5. Survival Bowie. Now this one's sharp. Yeah, that's real sharp. Let's get another piece of paper. Let's see, we did the SP5, SP10 next, XP10. Oh, that's really sharp, look at that. But remember, the SP53 is going through all the knots. It went through a lot of knots. It went through more knots than all the other knives did. That's really sharp. My good old BK9. Woo, that's razor. Yeah, that's real sharp. SE6. SC6 is real sharp too. 1095 Crow Dan. I think it's a little bit better than just regular 1095 HC. S35VN. SC4. Super sharp. Check out the folders. This one was the best carver. This one works the best for carving. The Engage Atlas Lock Engage, 3.5 inch. S35EM with G10 handles. Look at that. That's why it carves so good. It's super sharp. Okay. My AD10, my favorite AD10, the Tonto, it was really good at doing everything too. Look at that. This one I use for batoning too. Batoning and carving. S35VN blade. G10 handle scales. SR1. S35VN blade. G10 handle scales. Razor. Razor. The only one that looks like it needs a little work is the SP53, but that's a super thick blade though. Let's close this up. It's snap, crackling, and popping. In case something pops out here. All right, so let's go ahead and oil the blades down. I forgot to bring this one out, people. I meant to bring this one out too. My favorite Cold Steel 4 Max. It was in the bag. It was on duty. It was in my weapons pouch. Absolutely love this one too, people. Absolutely love this one. This one could do everything that the others what you saw do. This one is Oz 10 though, so it's a little bit different blade steel, and it has Grivix handle scales. This one's the one that I swapped the handle scales with my DLT trading one to make it all black, and this one I put the green handle scales on this one. It was a plain one, and I sort of like this one better. This is my favorite. 4 Max. The only 4 Max I actually use. All my other 4 Maxes I don't use. This one I use. So I'm just going to lay it out there because it's my fault I forgot to bring it out. I was supposed to be trying to use that one too. All right, so let's go ahead and oil these blades down. After I get using my knives, I always like to oil them. Oil them down, especially on 1095. I highly recommend it for 1095. This is my Militech 1 gun oil. I use it for knives. Make sure you do the edge, because the edge is the part that's exposed. And actually the finishes on these held up pretty good. I washed these knives off. I washed off all the sap and stuff as much as I could. That part I did in the kitchen with some dish soap and hot water. Not hot water, but warm water. I don't like to put hot water on tempered blades. This one feels badass, but it's not my favorite one to use. I gotta be honest, people. It wasn't my favorite to use. This is my first time ever using one too. Maybe I just need more practice with it, but it's not my favorite. I love the way they look though. And I know that they're good as combat blades. They've been well proven to be a great combat blade by the Nepalese military. They're meant to be choppers. Wore off a lot of the finish on this one. But I was pounding the crap out of this one. The edge looks perfectly fine, but there's no dents, dings, or anything like there chips or in any of these blades. I checked them all out. None of them have any kind of chips or dents or anything damage to the blades. None of them do. So they all held up very well. I always put maintenance on my blades after I use them, especially carbon steel blades. I highly recommend that. If you don't want them to get all rusted out or get any sort of long-term storage damage or anything like that to them, I always recommend doing what I'm doing. Wash them first, get all the sap and stuff off them as much as you can. Sometimes you can't get it all out, but get off as much as you can, and then just pull maintenance on them. I like this SB10 more than I thought I would. This sucker did a good job. I think it'd be a really good field knife or camp knife. The bolo blade was awesome too. The bolo blade got the toughest piece of wood to go through. It took a lot of effort because it was full of knots. That piece of wood that it went through, but it went through it. Because I was determined to make sure that, you know, we split the wood. Either the knife was going to give out, the wood was going to give out, one or the other. It was on like Donkey Kong. Got a lot of wear on this one too, a lot of finish wear. Looks pretty good though. Because that one went through some knotty wood too. My old Becker. It's the second year for the Becker for me. I love the Becker. I probably want to try a couple more Beckers. So I want to try the one with the 7-inch blade. I forget what model that one is. The one that's supposed to be like the combat Becker. We call this one a combat knife too. I definitely could see that. It's an awesome knife. It's a little bit heavy for me to want to carry though. That's an awesome knife. Definitely apocalypse ready. I've never had to resharpen any the Becker, none of my old knives or anything. It's looking good. All of my camp knives, woodcrafting knives I use. These are all users. I don't think of them as a collector. These are users to me. They're meant to be used. Meant to do heavy duty tasks. And that's what I got them for. I picked the ones I thought that could handle heavy duty tasks. And I was determined to get all full exposed tang knives for these types of knives, but when I saw Joe X snap, which one did he snap? I think it was the SP53. He snapped it, and he couldn't damage the tip, he couldn't damage the edge, you know, put any real damage on the edge. That was non-repairable. But he did snap the blade tang when he was pounding against cement blocks, and it snapped right at the tang, right here. And it showed what the tang looked like. And when I saw what the tang looked like, I said, I gotta have it. So that made me realize this is just an over-molded handle over a real thick 1/4 inch tang. It's not a rat tail. I didn't want a rat tail knife for a woodcrafting knife. And when I think of woodcrafting, I think of more than just doing like light duty stuff. I think of like doing heavy duty stuff like batoning through wood and everything else. This one with this finish, I don't see any scratches or anything on it. It looks really good. The SC with the S35 BM blade. This one didn't do anything. I didn't do any batoning with this one, the Engage, but it did do feather sticking. It did an excellent job at feather sticking. It was really good as a carver. This one did batoning, did an excellent job. No damage at all. No damage at all. Looks just like it did when it was brand new. No blade wobble, no up and down blade play, no side to side blade play, and it functions. Functions perfectly. To me, these are some of the best functioning knives for the triad-lock knives, or the 8010s. I really like the way the 8010 functions. Same thing goes for the 4MAX. 4MAX is a really nice operating knife too. My first 4MAX wasn't all that great. The American-made one, out of all the 4MAXs I have, that's probably the one that was, I think the quality was the worst on it. Because the fit and finish wasn't all that great. But from what I understand, a lot of the American ones were plagued with issues like that. SR1. I've been in love with these for a long time. SR1s are awesome blades, people. If you don't think they are, you got to get one and try one out. The SR1 Lite is nice too, but I like the more expensive model. I like the one with the S35VN and the G10 handle scale is the best. I have two of the light ones. I used to have 3. I gave one to Lucky. Gave one to Lucky as a gift, and those are excellent blades too. It's just that I prefer this one more. I prefer the S35VN version with the nice and tight, no up and down blade play, no nothing. Excellent knives. My fingers are getting tired. Excellent knives. And this one didn't get a chance to show off and do its thing for y'all. But I know it would have been awesome at it. Let's put everything away. Yep, that burned up really quick. It's almost gone, people. This lasts as long as the video. Got a whole bunch of kindling now. Definitely want to use lanyards with these though, because these are some heavy knives. At least for me, I wouldn't want to use them without lanyards. My BK9, I don't really feel like I have to have it. It's not as heavy as the other knives, but these knives are heavy. They're 1/4 inch thick. They're like super heavy, people. Is that the right one for this one? Let me see. Yeah, I think so. All these sheets look exactly alike for the SP series from OKC. I think I might put some RIT dye and get rid of this white stripe. I'm not too big of a fan of the white stripe. I think I'm just going to use these sheets for them. And then I'm going to get a custom sheet for this one. I think this is a nice one I can probably carry in my hip. This one doesn't feel heavy at all. Out of all these, if you want to call any of these a machete, this would be the closest one to being a machete to me because it's the most lightweight. Even though it's still got the 1/4 inch thick, the blade steel's, that's 1/4 inch thick. It's lighter than the others. Only weighs like 14 or 15 ounces. And the others are all over a pound. Almost 2 pounds for some of them. We timed it just right. There goes the fire. Well, hope everybody's having a great Mother's Day. I hope you all sent cards or did something nice for your mothers. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Today was a fun day. Today was a fun day. Learned a lot about my new SP series knives. I think they're all badass. I think these knives are some of the best deals you can get for $50. These are all like around $50. Altogether, I spent maybe $200, a little bit over, just a touch over $200 for all 4 of them. This one by itself with the sheath and the handle scales and everything is over $200. This one was like $130 or $40, something like that. Same thing goes for this one. But for the price of these, you can get these are all, I don't see why you need anything else. I think, if you're really on a budget and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, and these are all USA made. They're all made in the United States. I think they're awesome knives. I like the SP line, the OKC Ontario Knife Company SP series. And that's about it, people. I'm going to put both of these out there for you guys today, so you guys can see them today. Peace. Stiletto.